We are live, but no one can see us.
I feel live.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you? Are you not a lich at this point? Like an undead sorcerer?
Well, actually, defining live, because as you know, I'm on Moolah, which sounds like a wonderful thing, but in reality, it's not about money. It's about lack of money, because it's a mandatory unpaid leave of absence.
All right.
Which has been a real pain in the butt. But I get a week to, do what I want, which is kind of cool.
That's nice, at least. Should we maybe like let people see us while we're talking, or should we just do the whole stream just like this?
We're both so ugly.
I know, it's true. It's true, and I'm so pale. I'm like a shining beacon on a hill, and not like a good one.
You're like that beached whale that you just want to roll back into the ocean.
Yeah, right. Exactly. just rotting.
Yeesh.
Rotting and grotesque. Okay, I guess we should take this down. All right, hello, us. We are here.
Hi, Eddie. Oh, wow. I don't recognize you without your blue beard.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, the mask.
Yeah. Oh, the mask. Oh, right. That's what you mean. I thought you meant because I chopped off the beard. Thank you for everyone who's coming from the Cast Strength stream.
Hopefully.
Vito is over there. I just dropped a bunch of money to make him drink a bunch of bad whiskey. Hopefully everyone else did too.
What's he raising the money for?
What's he raising the money for? Just for themselves, I think.
Oh, okay.
Probably just to pay for them getting tickets down to Austin next year, probably.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. Well,
I know, right? Well,
we do it for free.
Yeah, we can't get super chats yet. We need to get to 1,000 before we can get super chats. So, cool. But we're close. We're getting close to 1,000, guys. That's freaky. Guys, you got to go tell folks to subscribe to the Rotgut Review.
Well, when we get to $9.99, I'll sign up.
Okay. Who's all in the chat? We got Sir Tannen, good to see you. Andrew Sparrell, Jason Busey, Mike Lizak, who thank you, Mike, for coming on our mental health stream last week. Steve A, Brothers of the Dram. I don't know Brothers of the Dram. I don't know if you're a new channel or if I just haven't found you before, but good to see you. We're going to have to check you out. Mark Townsend saying that was rotten. I gave him $100 to drink White Walker. The money is going to Brad's Revenge on Vito Fund. A worthy cause if there ever was. Hey, Jason! Thanks for the shout out the other day on your stream, my dude. That was very helpful. Charles Ashworth. Yeah, can do shots for money. No, we've already got a plan. Erica's gonna flick my nipples every time we get a super chat. We're just gonna batter the shit out of my nipples. And Peter White. Oh, and did I say Donald Rance? Donald Rance is here. But yeah, we are getting close. We've had a couple videos do pretty well the last couple days.
Yes, you have. Because I've not been on them.
No.
They've been clever and witty and ribald. Whereas I'm all the negatives of that.
No. I think they've just been ridiculous. Oh, hey, John Gunsel's here too. I don't know if I mentioned John. Good to see you, buddy. King Jacked. That's why I don't recognize you, because you're King Jacked. Oh, there we go. Thanks, man. Good to see you. I never really read the second half. I was always just like King. So, but yeah. So it's been a minute since we've had you on the show, Pop.
Yeah, this is the old man, Ed's father. To anybody over 30 years old, I'm Mike.
I think we just started calling you Tom at one point.
Yeah, I like that.
The old man.
So, it's good to be back. I've had a week off, which has been great. I was just telling Eddie I'm not getting paid, but I get to do what I want, which has really been kind of screwing up my schedule. The protests are keeping me up at night, and then I get up late in the morning and I have coffee, try to get going. I'm building a fence, and boy, that has been a killer. So, 50 feet of fence out, 7 posts in, 800 pounds of concrete into the car, out of the car, into the dumper, mix it all up. It's really shot my workout schedule to hell. You know how I like to lift between 245 and 250? Well, I didn't get to it till about 3 o'clock the other day. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I do like that Tom nickname, though. I'm willing to let Erica taser me. I'm willing. I'm not. I don't want to. I wouldn't do one of those ones that actually like sticks you. I don't want to do one of the ones that actually breaks the skin.
Right.
Okay. That's something I'll say right now. We're not doing one of those. But if she gets one of the handheld ones, just the little.
You want to be dropped in a pool of your own urine.
I mean, if it'll get us views, yeah, I'll do it.
No. Your mother will object.
My mother objects to most things I do on this channel.
Well, yeah. By the way, she's watching, so.
Oh, is she? Hi,
yeah.
Mom. I'll try to keep it a little less crazy. Floyd's happening. Hey, Floyd. Okay, so real quick before we start, we've got a bunch of samples. I shared a bunch of samples with the old man. We've got a bunch of whiskey to drink.
But you brought over something special too.
I did bring over something special for you. Yeah. Before we get to that, I do want to talk a little bit because I like to keep my eye on new releases coming out and talk about them before we get into the meat of things. This one's weird. All right. This is a new release coming out from 40 Creek. It's called The Forager. It's a botanical whiskey. It's essentially whiskey made like a gin. So they sent out foraging parties and got a bunch of different like local Canadian botanicals together, including juniper. I think there's a bunch of other ones in there. I don't remember what it all is. But then they took whiskey and I believe they distilled it through it either they distilled it through it like a basket or they're soaking it in the whiskey and then distilling it. They're like just soaking it in new make or whatever, the mash, and then distilling it. It is kind of a gin. Here's why I'm excited about this, though. Here's why I'm excited about it. Because every single flavored whiskey in the world so far has been over sweetened like dog shit. It's always like they add a bunch of artificial flavor and a bunch of sugar just to the base whiskey, right?
Like fruit punch.
Like fruit punch, except like more noxious. Like every single one I've had, I don't know, like, what do we have in here? I'm trying to remember. We've got some nasty ones. Like even like, okay, the maple rye. Do you remember the maple rye?
Oh yeah.
Like it's not
pancakes.
Like the flavor's not bad, but it's just so sickeningly sweet. And every single flavored whiskey is like that. And that's why I'm excited. I'm excited for whiskey producers to start experimenting with weird flavors that aren't necessarily just adding a bunch of sugar to your whiskey.
What about the dentists? They've got to exist.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Weddle, you can't super chat. Go get some people to subscribe. You gotta get 30 more people to subscribe, and then you can super chat. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited for that one. What do you think about that, Bob?
We've had botanicals before. They've been kind of floral, weak. No.
What did we have?
We had some weird thing that you brought home from Ray's. I don't remember what it was exactly.
We had a botanical style whiskey, though?
Yeah. Yeah, it had botanicals in it. Yeah, we'll have to dig back through our.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to go dig through the archive.
But yeah, I was unimpressed. So
okay. I know Cold Cock did a whiskey that was like supposedly botanically infused, but I don't know if we ever had that one on the show.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Go spread the word. Go spread the gospel of the rotgut. And then here's the other one I'm excited about, but it's not actually coming to America quite yet. This is Waterford's new single malt line. Unfortunately, it's being released in Ireland, Britain, and maybe Canada currently. I think Commonwealth countries are getting it right now. Unfortunately, we here in America, we have to wait until later in the year to get this. But this is their single malt terroir line. It's all biodynamically raised malt or grown malt from very specific farms in specific areas. And so you get to compare how that makes a difference in the final product.
And they have lilting fairies sing to it all night. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what biodynamic whatever. I don't know what that exactly means. I'm sure it's something very impressive.
Somebody on the intertube will know.
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, hey, what is everybody drinking? I forgot about that. Hey, Affordable Whiskey, how you doing? Man, Affordable Whiskey, they are a new channel. Their editing is so much better than ours. Like, it's way better than ours was when we started out, and it's still better than ours is now.
What is this editing thing you speak of? we can do that?
Oh, right? I know, right? So yeah, what do we got? Peter White's doing Weiser's Legacy. What else? Those would be leprechauns. Leprechauns are one kind of fey creature. There are many fairies. Any Drink Goes, how you doing? Another smaller channel who you should definitely go check out and subscribe to. I just discovered them recently, so yeah, go check them out. But okay, we should get into the meat of this.
Okay.
We should get into the meat of this.
I thought we were wrapping it up.
Oh, are we done already? Okay, fine.
Hey, guys. Anyway, yeah, you brought over Booker's something.
Granny's Batch.
Granny's Batch from Booker's, which is a Beam Suntory product.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is the high end Beam product, the quarterly release from Beam. So they do 4 of those a year. It's named for Booker No, the father of the current master distiller, Fred No. So yeah, but there's a reason I brought you this particular one.
There is a reason, yes. I'm going to let you explain that, and then you can tell everybody.
You explain it. You're the one. You're the.
All right. Years ago, I don't know how old I was, like maybe 5. My mom decides to make me this cake, and it's an old Kentucky nut cake, and I fall in love with the thing, and I have it for my birthday every year thereafter forever. I've had 55 plus of these cakes. And it's caramelized icing. It's got walnuts. It's got vanilla. It's got a lot of flour, some shortening, spices. It's a really heavy cake. And if you know me, I love heavy breads. I love Stullens. I love heavy cake. Give me an angel food, I'll mash it down and eat it like a brick. So, it's just insulting to me to have anything light and fluffy. Wonder Bread. Anyway, so this cake has been my cake forever.
We call it the cake of cakes.
We do.
It's the cake of cakes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's become the thing with me. So we have it at least once a year.
Yeah. And that's why this Granny's Batch, the logo for it is an old Kentucky nut cake. Do you have the bottle behind you there?
I do.
Yeah. Show them the bottle. Hey, Richie, how you doing there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is. Now we do it in sheet cake form, 9 by 13, flat. That way you get more icing.
Mm.
But anyway, I opened this thing up, and the first thing I noticed was the vanilla sweetness. You know, it's just kind of permeating through this little dorm room. I'm in the dorm room. And the color is just this chestnut henna. It's beautiful. Got a tint of red to it. And it's like I've been sipping it little by little. It's nutty, oaky, spicy vanilla, and it's like a cake in a glass with alcohol. It's actually pretty darn good. I would love to do this with the cake. In fact, tomorrow.
You're going to make a cake?
I'm going to make a cake.
Oh my God. Okay. So here's the thing. This is Floyd's idea. You totally should talk about like making the cake and drinking it with the whiskey. That would be a fantastic video.
We could do that. Because we've been trying to pair foods with different whiskeys for a long time, and Oreos and rye is the closest we've come.
Yeah. No, that would be awesome. But you think this does a pretty good job of like imitating the real life cake?
Yeah, it's got a spicy bite to it. It's nutty, oaky. It's got a sweet finish. It's you know, it's like the icing. The caramelized icing, once it hits and goes down, yeah, it's got that nice sweet. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had the shiny barrel.
I'm digging it
personally. But oh yeah, I forgot we did have that. The haggis exploded once. The video I did was when I caught on fire. Two different times. The haggis didn't explode on that one.
No, but it has in the past. And it's god awful.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Because me and Erica were thinking, like, it's because what do you use? What are the nuts you put in your Kentucky nut cake?
Walnuts.
Because we were thinking more along. I was thinking like peanuts or pistachios almost.
Ooh.
Yeah, not in the cake. Not in the cake. In the whiskey.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's what I was smelling personally, but yeah.
Yeah, the smell is sweet. It's and then the taste is spicy, oaky, and then the finish is sweet again. So it's actually pretty cool.
Like it takes you on a little journey.
Yeah. So no, I'm liking this one a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And that whole bottle's yours, man. So
wow.
I cleared it with Erica. I asked Erica's permission to.
Well, I will make a cake, and when everybody can get together.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What does a bottle of Booker's cost?
80.
Wow.
At Ray's. Yeah, 80-ish. But yeah, it was. I actually get it. So the funny thing is. And don't tell the people at Ray's this, all you people watching right now, even though I'm publicly saying this, I'm pretty sure the employee discount at Ray's is based on the old price that Booker's used to be, which was like half of what it is now or something. So the employee price is still based on that price. So every Booker's I buy is way cheaper.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Is this a limited batch? You said that this is limited like 4 times a year or something?
Yeah. That's the number one. This was 2020-01. So they used to do six a year. What is this one? This is No Hard Times. This is my personal favorite. I'm still hanging on to this. I refuse to finish it off. But this one was 2016-06. So they've actually cut down quite a bit. Probably because they don't have quite as much aged stock as they used to. Yeah.
Right. So what are you drinking, Eddie?
I am actually some of the samples I sent you were actually Texas whiskey. So I have decided to break out some Texas whiskey.
Oh yeah, I'm doing Texas tonight too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So one of the things I decided to do was I have had not a great relationship with port finished whiskeys, right? Overall, it's been a somewhat tumultuous relationship.
You find them a little sour?
I found them musty.
Okay.
Yeah. I find them like weirdly basementy. Like they taste like I don't know. Like if you leave clothes in a wet basement for too long, and then like you take them out of the basement, right? And they smell like old, whatever it is in basements. Do you remember?
Basement. You're thinking our basement. Most people's basements probably aren't like that.
Right.
So
right.
let's use a different analogy. You go camping for a week, it rains all week, everything's wet.
Yeah. I will say, okay, Charles Ashworth is saying Angel's Envy port on the nose. I don't get it as much on Angel's Envy, actually. Bushmill 16, the port finish, is the one that always really bugs me, personally. But actually, you know what it is? You remember when we were in Gary Kennedy in Ireland?
Oh.
And my bedroom was this little, it was like a little oubliette. It was like a little stone oubliette. And you guys slept upstairs. And it was like you had like proper wood floors and everything. And my room was like that. It was like the first floor of the house. So it was like an old stone, like it was the old stone architecture. Port sometimes smells like that room to me.
Dank.
Dank, yes, dank. Anyway, so I've been trying to find things that I like that are port finished to try and see if maybe I can learn to love port. So I've got Balcones Hechiceros, which I believe means magician or sorcerer. Also, love you, Vito. But yeah. So I've got a little Hechiceros here.
All right. If you're doing Balcones, I'm going to do the. How'd you pronounce that again?
Brujeria.
Yeah, just like that.
Brujeria. That one, I think, if I remember correctly, Brujeria means witchcraft.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's their sherry finished one. Oh,
right.
Oh, whoops! I clicked on the wrong one. Hi, Annie Drinkos. Good to see you too. But dank is up there with moist. People do hate moist.
Moist.
Do
like a moist cake though.
Moist cakes are good. That's true. Witch doctor. John Gunsel thinks it means witch doctor. Okay. Yeah. Something to do with witches or witchcraftery.
Ooh, this one's awesome. It's like chocolate and cherries.
Yeah, I remember that one being super good.
Dark chocolate, yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I was thinking, if anything can make me love port finishes, it's going to be Texas whiskey, right?
Some of the best.
I know. We actually did. So the only Texas whiskey I haven't liked was Garrison Brothers, that single barrel pick we had. If you remember that one. I think every other one was really good. Oh no, it is witchcraft or switchcraft in this case.
What's the difference? Especially when you're drinking. Who cares?
Yeah, right. But yeah. Oh, Charles Ashworth is asking about your drinking receptacle.
I had some proper Glencairns and I put them in the basement because Annie wanted them out of the dining room because we were drinking too much, and now I can't find them.
Oh no, Austin!
I don't know if you made off with them, Eddie, or if I misplaced them, or a Bama jar.
Yeah.
The poor man's Glencairn.
I mean, but Bama jars, I think Bama jars actually work pretty well.
They're not bad.
Because I gotta say, like you and me had some of this Hill Rock, which we still have to do a proper review on.
Yep.
But I had it in a Bama jar with you, And then I came back and drank it out of a rocks glass with Erica. And it was so much better out of the Bama jar, just like the nose. It was way better. So I don't know. I think Bama jars do okay.
It'll be the new thing.
Yeah.
We'll have our own line of jars.
Have I had anything cast strength and port finished? I am not sure if I have. What is Hechiceros? What is the proof on Hechiceros at? We're going to find out real quick.
Okay, I'm going to dive into this while you're finding out.
Yeah, get going. Get on it. Oh, they don't actually tell you on here.
Oh, wow.
Nope, this one is 61.5, so yeah.
This is awesome. It's got a bit of coffee, dates, brown sugar. Wow. Spice, coriander. That's what it is. It's got a little hint of bite, but yeah, it's a coriander kind of coffee, datey, sweet. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I do remember thinking that one was amazing.
Uh-huh.
I thought that one was fantastic. John Gunsel says he still hasn't finished his Garrison bottle.
And probably never will, unless relatives come over.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I gotta say, this Hechiceros is not bad. I don't like it quite as much as the Brujeria. I thought the Brujeria was... I'm partial to sherry, for sure. This one's much more fresh fruit. This one is like almost like a mixture of tangerine and watermelon to me. Like you mix a citrus fruit with a red fruit.
Okay.
It's still got that very nice Balcones kind of woody, malty base, which I think is what.
Malt. Yeah, the malty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really what you need to like balance. I think that's the problem. I think if you have a nice, strong base whiskey, it stands up well to a port finish. If the port finish takes over, that's when you get that those dank, weird, funky
sour notes.
Yeah.
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 Probably.
Hey, Erickson, how you doing, man? It's actually, I was excited to get back to work. The only problem with going back to work was that since we're still under some pandemic restrictions at work, some of which are just put in place by the owner. And we have a lot of people who are real dicks and just refuse to follow the rules. And it's like it.
So why don't you follow the rules?
Yeah, right. Well, it just sucks that like I shouldn't. I'm just there to sell liquor, man. It shouldn't be my job to like encourage social distancing and healthy practices, but
right, and safe sex.
Yeah, right.
Hi, thank you for the purchase.
The aisle. You're gonna knock everything over. But yeah. So that's been a little annoying, but other than that, it's been good to be back. It's not been quite as fun though, just because like we have like the plastic guard up, and we've got all these rules, and it's not before the pandemic we were all.
You mean like a screen?
Huh? You
mean like a screen, a plastic guard? I thought you had maybe like a cutout of a guard that was made out of plastic. Don't take anything.
We just got like a mannequin.
Yeah, right. A plastic guard
at the front door in a security guard's outfit.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Well, it's there for your protection and theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's been a pain in the butt. Just not going anywhere, not doing anything. Yeah.
I know. I think I got a little. If you've watched our mental health stream, you know I've dealt with depression in the past, and I wouldn't say I got depressed again. Like I wasn't like sad. Like I wasn't as depressed emotionally as I was before. But being in the house for 2 months straight did start making me feel like that slothful, just really like, oh my God, I can't I just feel so tired all the time, even though I've done nothing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. So.
At least he's not bipolar.
Yeah, we actually should do some videos about that stuff over on our alt channel. I think that would be the place to talk about these things. Hey, Aladdin Sane is back. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. We're putting condoms on people's heads. That's not a bad idea. So.
All right. I'm not ready to.
Though.
I'm not ready to move on. This is. I'm going to refill. This is good.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Do it up. Do it up. I'm going to try a little bit of the Andalusia Revenant Oak Port Cask.
Ooh, I got some Striker rum cask.
Yeah, so Striker's the peated version of this.
They're also Texas.
I gave him Glencairns. I don't know if maybe I stole him back.
Yeah, they're not here. I don't know. I'll look again.
Well, here's the thing. You remember because we had Whiskey Experience MKE was my side business from before the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. And you borrowed a whole bunch of them.
We were doing whiskey tastings, private whiskey tastings. Maybe I stole them and I never gave them back.
That's possible.
That or you lost them.
Buried him in the backyard in the post hole.
Yeah. Did I say hello to Emily Chambers? If I didn't, hi to Emily Chambers. Much love to Emily. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, Andalusia, this is the Revenant Oak. Yeah, so port cask. I'm trying to remember. Somebody help me out. Was this the one that's triple distilled? And then the Striker is the peated version? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's mesquite and apple smoke. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
There we go.
Because mesquite grows like weeds down there, and it's got a great flavor. You do barbecue with mesquite wood. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's see how this tastes. Sweet.
Hey, look, we've got a Balistreri in the chat. Check it out with the Milwaukee glove and everything.
There we go.
Hey, how you doing?
On Milwaukee.
Balistreris are a very famous family over here.
Oh, yeah.
No, the triple distill is triple distilled. Okay, they just call it the triple distill. Thank you. John Gunsel, my man. Yeah, it's always good to see Milwaukee folks in the chat. Okay, I'm liking this one. At first blush.
This has got a little anise to it.
Really?
Yeah. And smoky for sure. It's almost like a smoked chub, if you know what that is.
What now?
Hard to keep those things lit. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, see, my first sniff, I'm not getting a whole lot of... This reminds me a little bit of Dingle, actually. We're gonna have that later. Yeah. We'll have that later, but
okay. Much later.
Of that, it's because it's not. Again, luckily, this isn't that really dank musty note. It's way more like just fruity, kind of like lemon bread, and raspberry sauce or something like that.
Well, for the Striker, I'm getting a little anise, a little vanilla, and smoke.
Yeah.
So, and I notice versus the Balcones, much lighter. It doesn't have that robust burst of flavor.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think that's generally Andalusia. I think is generally a little bit more lighter on that those tannic bomb characteristics than Balcones is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is actually kind of very pleasant.
Yeah. Let's see here. Did he say anus? No, he did not.
Yes, it tastes like anise.
Anus.
Like licorice.
It's the annals of anise.
Wow, we're going down that slippery slope. Okay.
Hey, I didn't say anything dirty. Those words just happen to sound like a dirty thing. But yeah, someone was saying something in the chat. Oh, Mash and Drum. He is having Alex Kittingham of Slain Irish Whiskey on his channel tomorrow morning, if you're available. I actually have off tomorrow morning. I don't have to go into work till 12, so I'm going to be checking that one out.
What is tomorrow morning? Like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.?
I thought it was. Jason, remind us when that is. Help us out. So, yeah. I gotta say, I like this one. I like the Andalusia Reverend Oak, maybe even a little bit more than the Hechiceros. It doesn't have as big a flavor, but it takes you on a little bit more of a journey from beginning to end. It starts out like kind of sweet. It's like a sweet nuttiness, little bit of fruit, little bit of that port cask, not enough to really get crazy porty though, and then finishes with that really like toasted wood taste.
Oh yeah,
like not super heavy, not that super heavy charred wood.
Just a little smoky vanilla.
Kinda, yeah. Not even
This
vanilla though, because vanilla implies like sweetness. You know what I mean?
This is a little vanilla-y.
Okay. Yeah. 11 a.m. Eastern, so 10 a.m. our time, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be able to tune in for that. That'll be fun. Yeah. But yeah, I dig this one.
Awesome.
Oh, and actually, if you guys haven't seen Jason's talk with Jackie, I believe her name was. She's the master taster, Jackie something. Master taster at Old Forester. That was a fantastic interview. That was amazing. Go catch the replay of that. What are you looking at?
Brimstone PX.
Oh,
yeah. Okay,
I remember
keeping it in Texas.
See, okay, I want to talk about this one, but I'm going to let you drink it first. I'm going to let you drink it first so that you can form your own ideas.
It's just so pleasing on the eye. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just like a chocolate bar waiting to be drunk. It's a baby.
You actually have a little. You actually have one.
I got a couple, but this one never grew up.
Yeah, luckily because I do the tasting business, I have a billion Glencairns. We actually have more Glencairns than we know what to do with over here. So I'll bring you some.
Campfire, corn sweetness, some fruity notes. What is that? Oh, that's the sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that one bites you in the nose, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm going on to Balcones True Blue CS.
Cool.
Which of course is our one of the most famous corn whiskeys out there. Iron Root's having a go at him for that title though.
Are they still doing all blends, or are they making real whiskeys. I mean, not that blends are not.
Who?
Iron Root. Yeah.
No, I mean, they've got, like, do you mean, are they sourcing? Because they haven't been sourcing for a long ass time.
They were sourcing forever until they had stuff that was ready for market. Are they ready?
Oh, yeah, no. All their stuff is distilled. They have a humongous warehouse full of stuff at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, is anything out of theirs?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The stuff we had. Remember when because the Iron Root bottle, the Iron Root stuff that's here in Wisconsin is theirs.
Okay.
And I think what is it, the Esoteric or the Icarus or whatever? I think that's not that old, so that's been out for forever.
Yeah, I've got the Esoteric here.
Yeah, and then
that's also a blend.
Is it?
Yeah,
a blend of other people's stuff.
Well, maybe a blend of their own. I don't know.
No, I don't think. Hold on.
Look it up.
I'm sure you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I don't think
We'll get to Iron Root in a minute.
No, okay. This is a blend of their own stuff.
Okay.
You're crazy. I don't know when they were sourcing or if they even were. I think you're nuts because this is.
I thought the bottle we had was premature and they weren't releasing for another year and a half, 2 years.
No. You're totally crazy. You're totally crazy. Okay.
That comes with age.
Esoteric is a blend of their bourbon and corn.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the bottle we had when we were down in Austin, that was a barrel pick that they weren't releasing for a year just because we had picked it. That was what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, Iron Root's doing some good stuff too. What do you think?
The Brimstone is great.
Yeah.
It's like campfire, cocoa, spices. It's like working out in the garden. You know, that earthy kind of.
No, for sure. Yeah, Iron Root has never sourced. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick Cohn would know. He's the man about town on this stuff.
Cool.
He knows.
Okay. So call me an idiot.
Well, you're an idiot.
I've been called worse. By you.
But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I did buy us a couple bottles of that barrel pick that we did. So those should be. I got one for me and Erica, one for you. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But.
I like the sherry in this. It offsets that chocolatey cocoa kind of.
Yeah. I feel like Brimstone was already very cocoa-y. I feel like the PX finish on that, though, kind of, I'm getting warm. God damn it, is warm in this house. Anyway, but I thought that it just made it, the PX filled in Brimstone so much. I thought, like, when I first had Brimstone, everyone was talking it up as this big, beefy monster. And it kind of is, but, like, it wasn't as much as I thought it was. And then you had that PX cask finish to it and dial it up, that proof and all that. Oh, man. That stuff was just nuts.
What is the proof on this? It feels like it's about 50 some odd percent.
Let me make sure on that because I don't actually remember. I really should have done better research on the stuff I gave you, huh?
Me too. But that's your job. I'm just here for looks and fun.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's got a little bite to it, but you know, it's a good bite. It's a warming bite. It's like something I could drink the rest of the night.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's take a peek at this. Oh, it's just a picture. Come on, people. Give me some details. That's okay. I think that one's at 53, maybe higher. I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah, that one's good. That one's
good.
And actually, this True Blue cask strength is really good too. It's not as punchy on the nose as I was thinking it was going to be, but once you get into the actual taste, it's like all the flavors are just so amped up. The corn is amped up, the vanilla is amped up, the wood spice is amped up. I'm trying to figure out what spice that is, though. Kind of a marjoram, if you put marjoram on meat and then you sear it really good, like burned marjoram. Hey, Dustin, how you doing? We could go fishing. That'd be fun. That'd be cute. Three cast strength pours. I'm doing minis. Look, see, tiny like that. Itty bitty. I'm not going to get too messed up.
Define two.
On a level of 1 to Vito, how fucked up are we getting?
Half a Vito.
Half a Vito.
That's like still infinity.
I know, right? Oh, Vito is funny when he gets all messed up. Oh, he just wobbles around and dances, and then the shirt comes off. It's a lot like me, actually.
I get funny, stupid, and then I get belligerent, and then I punch things.
That is not true at all. You get very like caring when you've gotten drunk. You get very like soppy sweet
Initially, and then I'm, get away from me, boy, you bother me.
Yeah. You know, I just love Texas whiskey so much. It's just so good.
You know, I think it depends on what you're in the mood for too, because I love scotches.
Yeah.
You know, and I like bourbons at certain times, and I really like I don't know, different flavors.
Oh, for sure.
Bring out the cask flavors, bring out the fruity flavors, bring out the vanillins, whatever. It depends, you know. I right now I don't want to switch. I'm going to go to the Iron Root Republic, the esoteric that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And I want to give that a try and see what we got. But it's like those last two were so good.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Dan, you need to give us a play-by-play. Affordable peated Scotch. Are we talking to Sudsy or Joe, out of curiosity? Because I was watching your video today and you were talking about loving Lafroig, and Erica identifies with that. Sudsy was talking about loving Lafroig, so I don't know which one you are, but yeah. As long as you're going Iron Root Republic, I might as well go Iron Root as well. Oh, this is Joe. Okay, so you both like the peated whiskeys. That's good. That's good. Erica is very much about peat, but she's very, very invested in Lafroig being the best peated option. She will fight you about it.
Is that because she can spell it? No one else can. Frig, I can hardly say it.
Lafroig. All right. So more port peated or port age stuff on my end. Iron Root Republic Icarus. So this was finished in port barrels as well as peated whiskey barrels. So, yeah. And then what do you got? The esoteric. That's the blend of their bourbon and corn whiskey.
Right.
Patrick Fulmer. Hardbag, because I can spell it.
I got a light sweet flavor off of this thing. I'm not getting much of anything.
Really? Okay. Oh man, that is a.
Of course, maybe I should take a shower. You know, that'd help.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm getting progressively sweaty over here. It is very warm and.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's yeah. Hot outside because it's definitely hot in here.
Lafroig car chase. It is funny when people talk about Cargis, the Cargis bottlings. or they try to order it from my liquor store or whatever, and they're like, Cardies. Can I get some of that Lafrig Cardies?
So do you make fun of them? Do you ostracize them? What do you do with that kind of thing? Do you try and correct them, or do you just sell them 2 bottles and tell them to get out?
Depends on my mood. Because if I'm feeling just annoyed, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, here's just take the whiskey. But if I want to try to let them know, I'll just be like, oh, the Lafroy Carges. Sure, I would be happy to help you with that.
Let's try it phonetically.
Yeah. Yeah, except Gaelic phonetics are completely fucked up. Me and Erica had a months-long argument about the Irish versus Scottish pronunciation of Mona, which means peat, like turf. And Erica was like, it's Moina, because that's how the Scots say it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's pronounced Mona.
Tomato. Yeah.
The one thing, we don't get mad at people. Most Scotch drinkers are not that bad. We do get mad at the taters who constantly call in asking for Weller and Blanton's. So yeah, if you call ask about Pappy Van Winkle in the middle of May, you're definitely getting made fun of.
Oh boy.
We've had, and sometimes it's like an old lady or somebody trying to like buy a gift, and they're like, you know, I don't know anything about whiskey. Help me find this. But like, there are a couple of things guaranteed to get you made fun of: asking about Blanton's, asking about Pappy, or telling us bourbon isn't a type of whiskey. Those will get you made fun of.
And escorted out the door by the plastic shield. You know?
Oh, okay. I'm feeling this Icarus. We all do, Dustin. We all do.
All right. I didn't think I'd like this esoteric. You know, okay. There wasn't much on the smell. It's sweet. And it's got a kind of subtle, blandish flavor, but the kick at the end is just awesome.
Yeah. I got to say, this Icarus is really working for me. It's got a very dark, spicy, peppery, almost oily kind of thing going on, with like some sort of pomegranate-like fruit. And then, yeah, like pomegranate, but then it fades into chocolate and what is that? Chocolate and like jalapeno almost. It's good shit. It's good shit. Yeah, I'm digging this one. And I gotta say, I was a little nervous at first because I was thinking, was this, because none of these have been particularly port forward, and I was scared this one might be. I don't know why, but I was thinking it might be, and it's really not. Like, it balances perfectly between this kind of burning wood port mixture.
Love the hand gestures.
Brothers with Dram. Oh, he asked about Blanton's on your whiskey runs. Oh, one guy too late. Yeah, I mean, it also makes a difference where you are, to be sure, because some places get a lot more Blanton's than others. East side, like the east half of Wisconsin, gets very little Buffalo Trace products. So, like if you're calling us up all the time about it, yeah. Also, you can almost like keep it like clockwork. Like if the New York Times does a story about the best like cheap bourbons, 5 people are going to come in tomorrow asking about Buffalo Trace. It always happens.
So you can predict the market. So New York Times comes out with their story. you jack up the price 200%, you're golden.
Right.
It's a limited shipment. You got to have it today.
Yeah. Charles, that's actually funny because we haven't had someone say that particular thing. We have had people call in asking about the George T. Stagg Pappy. Do you have any of that George T. Stagg Pappy? Can I get a bottle of that?
A little knowledge is dangerous, like I used to be. Probably still am.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, this is the reason I don't go to Ray's, because when I do embarrass myself over at the liquor barn, nobody cares.
Yeah. It's true. Oh, Eric. Here's the funny thing. Madison has tons of Buffalo Trace. They're on like the western central side of the state. Chicago has tons of Buffalo Trace. Milwaukee has no Buffalo Trace. So, how is it? So we're a tertiary market. Chicago gets first pick. Then the entirety of Wisconsin has second pick. When it comes to Wisconsin, it gets divvied up between the on-site and off-site sellers. The on-site sellers, like the restaurants and the bars, get the majority of Buffalo Trace on the eastern side of Wisconsin, just because like there's so many of them, as opposed to liquor stores. So all the rural areas in Madison have fewer restaurants. They get a lot more Buffalo Trace products. That's just how it works. What are you drinking, Pop?
Well, I moved into the Dingle number 4.
Okay.
The Irish single malt.
Yeah.
It's
we probably did this in the wrong order.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is like a completely different flavor.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a bunch of water before I break this out.
This smells like another sherry cask, but a very bad sherry cask.
Oh, my bad, Eric. You know. I'm sorry. You're in Wisconsin. I forget. I'm sorry, my dude. I don't mean to mansplain to you. Yeah.
But you're doing it for me. Anything you say, I'm writing down. Not that I'm going to remember it, but
right. Yeah. I would say Milwaukee is definitely the worst for finding Buffalo Trace. I don't know about other middle-sized cities in other states, but Milwaukee is, at least in our area, is terrible for finding allocated anything. In fact, once we do get it in, we'll stockpile that shit. Just
then all the
we're not going to get any more for a minute. And then but yeah, what do you think of the Dingle?
I'm not sure. You got a little bourbony flavor, little sherry flavor, kind of a apricot. You know that apricot tree we used to have?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like unripe apricot.
Yeah. I totally would agree with you on that.
And a touch of smoke in there, but I'm going to wait to taste it. So.
Well, I mean, it's not peated. It's not peated whatsoever, but I do get like a very slight woody.
Yeah.
Astringency. I don't know if I would.
There you go.
But I would call it like an astringency for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Everything's just kind of subtly muted. You got the vanilla, you got the sherry, you got the apricot. It just kind of plays on your tongue. And dare I say that it's smooth?
It's smooth compared to these iron root products.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Funny story about that, Dustin. My parents and I never had a sex talk. I don't know if you guys did. We never did. In fact, I don't know if I think it was 19. I was like, hey, Ma, we were driving down the lakefront. I was like, hey, Ma, we never had a sex talk, right? And she was like, all right, well, do you want to have one now? I'm like, no, I think I'm good. I think I know everything. All right, then, what's the problem?
Well, the issue there, Eddie, is your mom and I never had a sex talk. So how you guys came around, I have no clue.
I feel like Ma especially, but you guys were very Catholic about discussing that kind of thing.
Locked doors, the whisper fans going, guilt tattoos on the forehead.
Oh, God, this is getting worse. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And many, many years of therapy.
Yeah, right. Oh, geez. Anyway, yeah. I do like this stuff. I don't know if it's my favorite Irish whiskey, but it's really good.
It's got nothing that really bites you. It's just pleasant.
It's not over the top. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most crazy flavorful in any way.
I think if you were to say to somebody who's not a whiskey drinker, try this would be their introduction.
Mm-hmm.
This is that kind of, level of
right.
Smooth, kind of just enough to get you a little taste of what whiskey's all about.
Yeah. But I do think it has a lot of complexity.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Like I get like a digestive biscuit thing mixed with apricot, a little bit of like it's a bittersweet chocolate digestive biscuit mixed with apricot.
Who made those things?
McVittles.
That's them.
You mean what do they call them? Hobnobs.
Hobnobs. Yeah. Kind of an oldie.
Yeah. Actually, Ben Eves, he sent us some samples and he shipped up a bunch of the hard to find McVittles to me and Erica. I still have a pack around here. So, yeah. He's good people.
Well, everyone on tonight is good people.
Everyone on tonight.
Hey, everybody. Thank you.
We appreciate all of you. But we are coming to the end of our time here. I know. I would say we could keep going, but I guess we could if people are willing to hang around for a minute. But I don't think we're going to try to take this too much more than an hour.
Right. I do have one more I want to try. Another Irish. That's Green Spot.
Yeah.
It's done in a Zinfandel cask. Never have I had one done in a Zinfandel.
Yeah, you need to try that one.
Okay.
You need to try that one.
Putting this one down.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the Green Spot Chateau Montelena.
That's it.
Finished in Zinfandel.
46% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, Eric, we can definitely make that happen. I can definitely do that. I'm a little nervous to do too much at the store just because, I don't know, I'd have to ask permission and I wouldn't want to be too crazy on those videos because we need to like give the store a good name, but cool. Anyway.
Do you have this there?
I don't no, I gave you the last of mine.
Oh, I'm going to have to save some of this for you. Right off the bat.
No, you finish that. Pop, I've had it.
Oh, okay.
You finish it. It's yours.
I get banana. I get vanilla. I get marshmallow. I get kind of a cherry sweetness. This has got a great nose.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is that the cask? The Zinfandel?
I mean, Green Spot, I think, that is naturally very interesting. It's got a lot going for it. It's got coconut. It's got malt. It's got some fruity notes. It's got this and that and the other thing. But that Zinfandel finish does something magical. I don't know exactly what came from what, but it all seemed to mix together and just make something beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got berries and honey and vanilla. Little wood note.
Down Lawrence is saying, yeah, marzipan is what I would agree with
Oh,
him.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Marzipan. Yes, Emily.
And the finish on that is like a chocolate malt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Light, but there. No, this is delightful. Who sent all these?
A mixture of people.
Okay.
Most of the Texas stuff came from our good friends, the Galapagos.
Easy for you to say.
I know, right? And then the Chateau Montelena, I believe that was our good friend Ben Eves, because he's a generous son of a bitch, and I still have not sent him his samples because I'm a bastard. Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
No, this has been delightful. I mean,
I know, right? That is so good. Yeah. And Down Rance is bringing up the Chateau Leoville Barton. That one's good too. Still, Montelena. Montelena's my one. That's my one.
It's got just a touch of spice to, bring it all home.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got a lot going on, but it's all fruity, vanilla, oaty. Yeah. It's marzipan. Yeah.
Yeah. Marzipan. I think it's some really good stuff. Really good stuff.
I love that Zinfandel on there. That just adds a whole new dimension.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, why don't we end it on a high note? Keep watching.
We're gonna have to get there first, aren't we?
Yeah, right.
I mean, most of this has just been chatter between you and I, and
it's pretty much
just kind of drinking.
Next week we do have another how to pretend video coming out. So if you've been enjoying those, stay tuned for that.
Raucous fun.
And then you need to do your Kentucky nutcake video. You should.
Will do.
That'd be really fun. And then I think we're close to 1,000 at this point. If we get to 1,000, we're going to have a celebration stream. I don't know exactly what that's going to entail. Probably.
Are we going to drink whiskey?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, probably a bunch of craziness. But so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on your way out, because it does help the channel. We appreciate it. And until next time, all of you,
stay rotten.